for Banchero. Anthony's checked in for Caldwell Pope, and it's Anthony Black in for Jalen Suggs. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Orlando. Isaac with a screen for Anthony. And the three off target.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Pass to Dosunmu. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Magic. This game against Seattle is the first time they've met this year.
And two teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
Now here's Okoro. He's defended by Wagner. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Paolo Banchero's checked in for the Magic. Walker's checked in for the Sonics. Dunn comes in for Dosunmu. .46 seconds left in the first quarter. Dunn passes to Collier. Another shot. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Over in the corner, Isaac. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. A three-pointer is right on target.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
And out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession. Here's Black. Nothing on the board. Over Collier. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Magic lead by 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
On the floor for Seattle. Collier out there with the Okoro. Then it's Williams. Then it's Walker, and it's Dunn in at the 3. Inside, here's Collier, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Orlando leading. Here's Black. He has yet to score. Pass to Bitadze. Now here's Anthony. Shoots over Okoro. It's hauled in by Dunn. To the inside. Here's Williams. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Black kicks to Banchero. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Sonics.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Magic. Jalen Suggs comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Collier. 9 points last game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Paolo Banchero.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Seattle. Dean comes in for Dunn. And the second free throw, good. Magic have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pass to Black. Anthony kicks to Banchero. And a miss there on the triple. Seattle with the ball. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's Collier. Clock at 6. Over Anthony. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Collier's got 5 points in the quarter. The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against the Utah Jazz. And Banchero doesn't go that time. Nice defense from Wagner. Levine inside the three-point line. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shoots off the step back. Another miss by Banchero.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Orlando trailing here. The 9-foot shot. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Williams finds Okoro. Here's Collier. Baseline Shea on the way. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Tries the spin move. Anthony, the pass to Suggs. Here's Banchero. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
Well, 1 make in 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over. Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Banchero. Wagner comes in for Black. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Cole Anthony. And then for Seattle, Jabari Walker's checked in for Williams. Dosumu comes in for Okoro. And it's Holiday in for Collier. 1:16 left in the first half. Outside, Levine. Outside, Walker. Pass to Wagner. Back to Walker. Now, Dosumu. Levine, a screen on Wagner. He gets it in there. Dosumu's got the lead up to 2 now for Seattle.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Back to Caldwell-Pope. Sinks the three-pointer. Caldwell-Pope's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Caldwell-Pope at the ready. He was totally prepared to take that one.
Pass to Levine for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Wagner. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Levine against Caldwell-Pope. Counted, and the Orlando lead has been cut down to a single point after the basket from Levine. Wagner outside. Buries it down low. Wagner's got 4 points now in the quarter. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Magic out in front, up 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hi, folks. It's shaping up to be a good second half as we've seen the Orlando Magic trying to take control of this game.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them. I expect them to sustain.
New topic. Fellas, we've got a number of strong contenders for this year's three-point contest.
One thing.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Franz Wagner displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Carter in at the 5 spot. This is out there for Orlando.
That play happens because of the solid pass from Holiday.
Well, Orlando shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Suggs with a screen for Wagner. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, and it's no good. Bean passes to Wagner. Sonics have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Wagner at the line for 2.
No good on the free throw. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Here's Orlando now. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Shoots. The Magic again can't hit.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board. That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
All right, fans, it's dance jam time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
And let's now take a look at the NBA Cup standings as the group stage winds down.
And it gives us a pretty good idea of who we're going to see in the knockout phase. It's been a terrific competition so far, and I think it's only going to get better when we get into that single elimination scenario.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Wagner finds Caldwell Pope. Here's Suggs. Pass to Carter. It's hauled in by the Sonics.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Carter kicks to Banchero. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Wagner with a screen for Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Levine looking around. The shot, no good. The Magic trail by 6. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Holiday against Suggs. Here's Banchero. Banchero is screened for Wagner. Drops in the tray. Wagner's got 11.
Something Wagner continues to work on. It's huge when he's connecting from outside.
Seattle calls timeout. Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Wendell Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Caldwell Pope. .133 left in the third quarter. Now here's Dosunmu. He's got 10. Seattle missing again. Suggs passes to Wagner. Back to Suggs. Out to Anthony. For the tie. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up, gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Nozumu with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 2 on the clock. Here's Collier. It's hauled in by the Magic. There's 31 seconds left here in the third quarter, and he gets it back. They set the pick. Wagner from long range, and it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Seattle has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Here's Collier. He's got 5. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Sonics, we've got Williams. Collier out there with the Coral. Then there's Dunn, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the 4 slot. Pass to Collier. Black grabs the board.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Isaac right side. Here's Black. Outside Anthony to take the lead. Got a hand on it.
Okoro just using physical tools, one of them to block that shot.
Here's Collier. The shot from the low post is good. Collier's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Seattle. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the SuperSonics.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Here's Collier. Pass to Mamukelashvili. There's a good screen. Williams' shot is off. And here's Bancaro. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They lead by 1. Here's Black. Now Isaac. Magic moving the ball around. Isaac with a screen for Bancaro. Pass to Black. Launches it from deep. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Mamukelashvili has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Collier. Outside Williams. Here's Collier. Seattle needs to get off a shot. Here's Okoro. From outside, off the mark. Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Outside Anthony. A 3-ball. The rebound by Collier.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Outside Williams. Pass to Collier. From the arc. Rebound by the Magic. Isaac with the ball. Well guarded by Dunn. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Anthony. Defense is right there. And Caro outside. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Collier. Oh, and they take the lead. And the Sonics lead by 1. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Franz Wagner comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Cole Anthony. And it's Suggs in for Black. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And all eyes on Banchero here. They want to see how he handles some intense pressure.
And he ends up making the second, and that ties the game up.
Shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Levine against Caldwell-Pope. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Beautiful. Levine getting more comfortable as a go-to guy, wanting the shot when it matters most.
Here's Ben Carroll. Yes! A huge shot to tie it up.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Levine up top. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. And here is Dosunmu. Back to Levine. Good!
Big basket there. We've seen Levine blossom into a star in this league, a guy teams count on in big moments.
Ben Carroll looking around. .23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game. Timeout, Sonics. Caldwell-Pope against Levine. Pass to Walker. He's off from 3. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Now Suggs. Mo Wagner out there with Walker. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then it's Holiday. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. And so Holiday will bring it up for Seattle. Pass to Wagner. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Wagner's got the first basket here in overtime for Seattle. Bankero outside. Wagner outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Wagner's got it all tied up now for the match. And Seattle shooting here about 46% for the game. Here's LaVine. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 so far in their three-point attempts in overtime. Kicks it out to Bankero. Carter with a screen on LaVine. Clock at 6. Bankero. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Holiday, the pass to Walker. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. LaVine against Suggs. Now here's Dosunmu. From the top of the key, he buries it.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Pass to Bankero. Rebound collected by LaVine. LaVine's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Head always on a swivel. LaVine making things happen with his passing.
Carter sets the pick for Bankero. Pulls up on the wing. The Magic again can't hit. For Seattle, they've gone 3 for 5 for their shot since we got started here in overtime. And LaVine, here we go. And the jam by LaVine.
Mercy. That was downright dirty. LaVine. Yes, sir.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Wagner passes to Caldwell Pope. And here's Bankero. That 3 off the mark.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Paulo Bankero. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul. Shooting for the away team. Walker. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
The Magic again can't hit. 19 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Levine with it. And so it's Seattle winning this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.